Speech off.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here to do a book tag. It's called the Kindness book tag. I've seen a few people doing it lately. Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails did it recently. And I actually just got tagged by book lover Amanda. Not to do the tag, but I was mentioned as one of the booktubers in the questions. So thanks for the shout out. But funnily enough, before the shout out, I had been planning on doing this video just because it was fun. And I always like talking about booktubers. I actually just subscribed to a bunch of new ones recently. So I may do another booktuber recommends video. I don't know, it's just fun to do. Like, I love talking about other booktubers that I discover. Anyway, so that kind of goes into the questions, I guess. But let's just do this. So, number 1, how do you practice kindness in your day-to-day life? Okay, this one's weirdly enough the hardest question of the bunch because I'm not good at being naturally kind, like what you expect from a kind person. Most kind people hug and have manners and just I don't know. I'm not good at the small talk or the... So, like, on the surface, I don't look like a kind person. Like, if you pass me on the street, I don't know whether to say hi or not. Just because, it's such a hard thing for a blind person to, like, greet someone as they're walking by because you don't know if they're in the middle of a conversation, if they're on the phone, if you're going to interrupt them. So, like, I say absolutely nothing as people walk by, and it is so awkward. And sometimes I will try to be nice and say something, and then I say it at the wrong moment, and then it's, like, awkward because then they have to say hi back, and they're busy, and it's just a thing. And I'm also just not a big hugger either. Like, I don't like to be hugged. Honestly, I would be a happy person if I never got a hug again. It is what it is. I mean, I love baby hugs. Like, I love hugging Daisy and Alice. They're my twin nieces. But, like, as far as an adult hugging me, no thanks. No thanks to all the huggers. I would be terrible in the South. Like, I just don't like hugs. And so, I don't look like the kindest person in the world. But I guess the thing that I like to do best is to make people happy by giving them things. Like, I love, there was an an Amazon book sale recently, and I went a little insane shopping for people. My little nephew just graduated kindergarten, and I bought him and my niece, the Winnie the Pooh classics. Well, not the real classic. I bought them the 5-Minute Tales. I was tempted to do the real classic, but I'm not sure they have the attention span for it. They're 4 and 5. No, 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Anyway, whatever. You don't care how old they are. My point is, I like to do things for people that are kind of invisible, I guess, where I don't have to receive a thank you or a hug or anything of the kind. So honestly, I think my favorite form of kindness is online shopping. Because I can just send it and I never have to see you and deal with the embarrassment of a thank you and a hug and the whole, like, I don't know. I don't like attention, I guess. If it involves, like, having to make physical contact. I love being tagged on BookTube, don't get me wrong. That's fun. But that doesn't require a hug. It's so weird. But yeah, like, I look like the prickliest person alive, and yet I love to do things for other people. I'd rather do something for you than say something nice or have to hug you. Like, I don't know. I'm not good at being thanked either. It's just awkward. Like, in my ideal world, I would give you a present and then run away. And you can thank me over text message. So, yeah. Anyway, next question. What is the kindest thing that has happened to you on BookTube? I mean, honestly, it's just being tagged. I mean, like, Amanda tagged me in this for this tag. Or, well, getting subscribers is always fun, especially from bigger channels who... Ooh, my battery's gonna die soon? No! What's happening?
Speech on. Low power mode. Button. Speech off.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, it is gonna die soon. I was charging it. What happened? Anyway. What was the question? Oh. What is the kind of thing that has happened to you on BookTube? So yeah, like, just getting subscribers and getting comments, like, it makes my day. It's really fun to get to know that my videos are being watched, and I love to look at views and see... Lately, I've been getting more views, even though I don't necessarily get, like, tons of subscribers the way other people do. It's still fun to see, like, my views climbing. I used to get, like, 5 views a video at first, and now it's, like, it's in the 20s and the 30s, and, I mean, it's not like other people's videos, but it's something, and it's fun. Next. Who, in your opinion, is the kindest booktuber out there? Yikes. Honestly, I have to kind of go with the token answer that everybody else gives, which is, I haven't met a booktuber who isn't kind. I mean, I don't know. I've never really fought with anyone on the internet. There was this one YouTuber, actually, who commented on my videos and told me, hey, your video quality is terrible, and can I teach you how to do video quality? And I was like, I'm blind, hence why my video quality is terrible. But I don't think they're a booktuber. I think they're just some rando who found my videos, which is probably going to happen. But, you know, I guess you wouldn't necessarily know that I was blind until you look at my video description, and my channel description, I mean. So, yeah, you wouldn't necessarily know that. But, you know, I think they're probably trying to be nice. Maybe. Benefit of the doubt. Anyway, next. What is a book that reminds you to be more kind? Honestly, the one that comes to mind is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. How much kinder can you get than Marmee pretty much getting the March sisters to give their Christmas breakfast to the poor people? Like, I mean, that always puts me to shame because it's Christmas and I don't know if I could do it. Give all of this good food to the poor people when I'm kind of one of the poor, you know, if I was one of the poor people like the March family was. Like, it sounds like they only got that good food once a year. So to give it away, I don't know. So yeah, I think that book always kind of reminds me that you should be kind to other people. Honestly, there just doesn't seem to be any other one for me. So, yeah. Number 5. Can you think of a fiction book that focuses on themes of kindness? Again, I can't think of another one than Little Women. How much kinder can you get? Like, there's just, I don't know. I guess maybe the Little House books could be another one. I mean, but then again, I don't know. Because, like, you almost want Laura not to be kind. Because she's feeling naughty. And Ma's kind of like, you better give your beads to Carrie. So that feels more like a sermon being preached to me than when Marmee did it. Like, Ma just made me want to do the exact opposite of being kind. And that could just be me. I don't know. Number 7. How do you think you could make BookTube a kinder place? Honestly, I don't know. I guess I guess maybe mention more booktubers. I don't know. I like what Kelly from Kelly Reads a Lot does, where she highlights a booktuber a week. Honestly, I was considering doing that, but I didn't want to look like a copycat. It just sounds really fun, and I love talking about other booktubers, hence why I want to do, like, just a booktube channel recommendation video again, even though I just did one in, I think it was, like, January, but I've subscribed to a few more, and I always like just highlighting repeats, too. So, I don't know, but I like her method more, where you do one a week just because you can keep doing it consistently versus I don't know, once or twice a year or whatever, because it's not like I'm subscribing to people all the time. I mean, I try when other people bring them up. But there's also only so many hours in a day that you can watch people's videos. So, but yeah, I guess I can do more of that. I already try to tag the booktubers that I get recommendations from. I feel like you should, just because, or I should, because I like to give credit to who recommended the book. So whenever I do my Goodreads, what I added to Goodreads videos, there's always the author, the title, depending on when it's coming out, the publication date, a description, and whoever I heard the book from or wherever I got the recommendation from. I always like to remember that. So a lot of the time when I'm watching BookTube, I will have the BookTube video playing and my Braille note in front of me as I type down titles. So yeah, there's that. Next question. Say some kind words about one of your favorite BookTube channels. So I'm going to do, the BookTube recommendations video, but I do have a few written down that kind of stick out to me as being kind. I can't really pick a favorite, honestly. And because there's like a lot, but I guess when I pick my favorites, I pick like the ones who read the most like me because I get like the most recommendations from them. That's kind of what makes them like my favorite, as well as being kind. So, like they're the ones that I'm going to like watch all of their videos because like I want, like the recommendations from them. Like they're the ones I get super excited for, I guess, is what it is. Anyway, so first one is Krista from Books and Jams. I've been watching her for like, I think since 2019, before I even had a channel. She was one of the ones where I went all the way to the beginning of her channel, watched like 3 or 4 years worth of content to catch up to present day. That's what I used to do before I subscribed to too many channels to do that. Now I just go to a few of their most recent videos and watch from there. But yeah, she reads lots of historical fiction like I do. It's like one of her favorite genres, and she still likes World War II historical fiction just like I do. So I'm almost always going to find something from her as far as books. And she always replies to my comments when I comment on her videos. So yeah, that's Krista. Then we have Book Lover Amanda. She is actually a subscriber of mine. I was super excited when she subscribed to my channel when I first started. And she always comments on my videos, whether I tag her or not, because, sometimes I'll tag her in a video because I heard about a book from her, so, I like to tag people in videos. But she's also just really nice, and she's very fun, too. She likes historical fiction, but she also does, like, a lot of, like, contemporary Christian fiction that I like, so, And generally, she's just very bubbly and happy, and although I have to admit, she sounds like a hugger, and she'd probably terrify me in real life because she'd be one of those people who would want to hug you immediately, I think. So, that's a compliment, by the way, that you terrify me in real life. So, yeah, I don't know. I just picture her as being, like, super into hugging and, it's so good to see you. And, like, one of those, I'd be like, Like, super kind people scare me because I know they're going to want to hug me. Anyway, then we have Kelly from Kelly Reads a Lot. I already kind of mentioned, I love some of the children's books she reads. She reads some of the really old children's books that I used to like as a kid. And there's some, like, recommendations that I get from her. Like, I've been meaning to read 8 Cousins by Louisa May Alcott, which is one I've never heard of. She also talked about Jack and Jill by Louisa May Alcott, which was one of my favorites. And yeah, we don't have like a ton of bookish overlap, I don't think. but I love that she does her Booktubers to Watch Wednesday videos. I actually just went through her entire playlist just because before I started my own channel, I used to be kind of a snob and only subscribed to people that liked my book taste. And ever since I got my own channel, I kind of started to realize that it doesn't necessarily matter whether you like the books they're talking about. It's good to just show people love anyway. So I guess that's something I kind of learned from BookTube. But yeah, I kind of went back through her playlist and subscribed to the ones that I hadn't subscribed to. So I've actually found a few channels through there that I really like. So yeah, but I really like that she does that. I think that shows a lot of kindness because she highlights smaller channels and bigger channels too. So yeah. And Lizzie Faye Loves Books is the next one. I was really excited when she subscribed to me because she's like one of the bigger channels and has been around for like forever. I mainly subscribed to her, I have to admit, because of her love for Amish books. I thought I was a total weirdo because I liked Amish books. Like, it was one of those genres that I never... Is that called a genre? Whatever. It's one of those, like, types of books that I never wanted to admit to liking because, I don't know, I thought it was weird at the time, but I still, like, well, it was kind of fun to see that there was this whole readathon, and so I signed up. I subscribed to her channel mainly because I wanted to hear about all the Amish books she read. Not like she reads them all the time like I do. You know, she does her readathons twice a year or once a year. I think she does like an optional Amish in August or something. But yeah, and she recently invited me to join her YouTube live at the end of Amish in April, which I was super excited about. Partly because I wanted to talk Amish books and partly because I've never been on a YouTube live. And that was fun. And I told a few friends about it just because it was like, it kind of reminded me of when I was on TV when I was like 9. I just uploaded the video if you want to go watch. But I got interviewed for the show called The Eyes of Christmas because I watched the first audio-described movie in theaters. It was How the Grinch Stole Christmas. But I'm still salty because they took out my impassioned speech about how the Grinch had every right not to celebrate Christmas if he so desired. They took it out. And I am insulted. Anyway. Off topic. Then we have Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails. She is another one that I love. She reads a lot of Christian fiction. She introduced me to Sarah Sundin, a Christian fiction, historical fiction author who I love now. I read Until Leaves Fall in Paris, and yeah, I love Sarah Sundin. But anyway, she's also just very nice to people in general. Like, she always replies to my comments. She is just very kind and encouraging to other new booktubers, and she's always tagging new Christian booktubers and just, yeah. So, anyway, that's Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails. And last one is Chloe from Always Booked. She's another one that I kind of actually heard about her through Krista, I think. First, because she was doing her no. Was it Kelly? Probably both at some point, because Kelly had her on her Booktubers to Watch Wednesdays, but Krista also had her, yeah, I think it was Krista first. She did this, like, Read Like a Booktuber series last year, and she did a Read Like Chloe one, and yeah, I subscribed from there. So, yeah, but she's just always very kind and bubbly, and she always comments on my videos when I tag her in a video. And we have a lot of overlap in the women's fiction department, and just, we're both weirdos who enjoy rich people behaving badly stories. So yeah. So yeah, that's Chloe from Always Booked. And last, share a new small booktube channel. So I have to admit, I'm not very good at figuring out which ones are new, which ones are older or smaller or whatever. But I decided to kind of just pick one that didn't have that many videos. It's just the way my the voice on my phone works. It doesn't like to tell me how many subscribers certain channels have. I don't know what's going on with it. It's the latest update for YouTube. But anyway, you know, the YouTube app. But I figured out that Alma's Book Journey has 290 subscribers, and she should be at 500 because she's very nice. I just subscribed to her, I think last week through, no, not last, yeah, last week through, wow, I can't remember. I think someone tagged her in a video and I saw it, and then she was also mentioned in Kelly's playlist as well. So, yeah. But we also have lots of bookish overlap because she likes World War II historical fiction like I do, and she's been very nice as I binge through her channel and comment on every video that I find interesting. So, she replies to every single comment, and she should have more followers. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I am almost to 100 subscribers, which was my goal for June. We have like 5 or 6 more days to hit June, so I am very hopeful, but, you know, it's okay. Anyway, I guess I'll talk to you guys in my next video before my phone dies. See ya! Bye!
Speech on. Stop recording. Center.